Key? There's got to be somebody that can get into the computer and hack it up and put my name on Eggmont Key. Asking for a friend.
We'll see what we can do.
All right, let's talk Tropics, guys. This is Invest 93L. They named it, didn't name it, but they gave it the Invest number this afternoon, and that's a really good thing because that gets the ball rolling on organizing all of the data that goes into this, and especially the forecast models, right? They'll start running on that. You see where we've got a center point because it's an Invest, and that's great because then the models start running with a single center point. One model will take it from here and go that way, one model will go that way, but they're all starting from the same point, or at least for the most part. And that's the good news. That helps our forecast get a little bit more accurate. Now, what's doing all of this? You know, you've been talking about the heat dome that's up to the north, right? Really hot temperatures. That's a big ridge of high pressure, the jet's running up over top of it. What's going to pull this up this way is this thing backing out to the west, and this dip in the jet stream, you hear it, it's actually going to start coming down and go like this. And when it gets like that, that pulls this thing up and out. The European model thinks it's going to pull up that way. The GFS thinks it's pulling up a little bit more towards the west. That's a big picture thing for steering. And so it's still not clear exactly where this thing's going to go. It's still not clear exactly what it's going to look like. This is the European model that I've been showing you. You notice that it was centered here. Now it's here, so it's speeding up in time a little bit. This afternoon, this model has shifted a little bit to the west. Instead of Crystal River, it's a little bit further west of Levy County. Yeah, and the GFS is further west than that. It's up towards Pensacola. So there's some chance that it even goes further to our west. Some of the Canadian models, they're actually up here towards the Panhandle as well. That's with the center. And that means we still get wind and some rain on the east side. We'll be on the dirty side there. But again, this is very early on in the game. This is the European model. Look at this, Tuesday and Wednesday. What I wanted to point out here is where we had the heaviest rain is exactly where we need it. Those are where the areas of drought are across the area, especially Pinellas, Hillsborough, especially Manatee and Sarasota County. So there's a lot to look at. I want to spend some time on it. We are right here, guys. 3 to 5, we're actually like 4.5 days out. So we're beginning to get to where we can narrow down some possible impacts to specific areas. But that's it for right now. Starting Sunday, I think, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, we'll have potential impacts for specific areas and onset times. We're still thinking Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, but it's kind of ballpark at this time. The closer we get in time, the more specifics, obviously, we will have. That's why you don't hear us talking 7 days out and beyond about whatever the GFS is. We call it a GFS cane because it just throws these random storms up there. We don't talk about that. We'll address it sometimes online because people ask us, but that's it. So what do you need to know? Could get a depression, a cone, something by Sunday evening, right? That's over the weekend. Stay weather aware. Impacts would be here later Tuesday into Wednesday at this time. We'll have to watch that. And right now it does look like a tropical storm would be the type of impacts. The next name on the list is Idalia. Another ice storm, Ian, Irma. That alone makes me think, yeah, we could get something from this. Don't forget my social media, Bobby Deskins Weather, Facebook and YouTube, Bobby D Weather on Instagram, and Twitter or X is Bobby WTSP.